Hello and welcome to TPaaS, Tokenization Platform as a Service, a product by Zoniqx, which is a tokenization platform for real-world assets, where we tokenize multiple asset types, which include real estate, funds, bonds, ESG carbon credits, and other luxury real-world assets. Let's start with the dashboard. Dashboard is where you can see the overview of the investment, deals, investments, compliance, and payment types, so you can see the graphs and the charts. I'll start with the Deal Studio, where you can come and create deals. Here we have multiple deals, as you can see, with the types and the subtypes. We'll create a bond deal where I've already set up for you a deal structure of a bond type. The first step of the deal is the deal info, the overview section, where you have the name, the deal description. You select the asset type. You can create a custom type where we are using sovereign bond. You can select an asset subtype where we're putting treasury bond for this one. Now we go to the next step where you put up the cover images and the gallery images and also the details about the asset. So you can use the key metrics section. You can put most of the details of the bond, and you can also add FAQs right there. We do this by adding widgets. We can have rich text editor, and you can add metrics, you can add attachments, FAQs, videos. So if I go and edit on this one, you can see this is a rich text editor, where you have all the details added like this. And if you go on this one, you will see metrics where you have the type of values and icons. So you can define the requirement of the asset on your own. And you can also highlight these particular metrics on the card on the investment side. That is the marketplace. You can define more sections here, and you can also move them right and left according to your need. And you can also add images for the cover image and the gallery. Then we go to the next step, where you add the disclosures. Disclosures are the terms and conditions for the investors before proceeding for the investment on a deal. Then we go to the next step, where we add the documents that are related to that particular investment. That is our offering memorandum and the PPMs. You can click on this particular view icon button and you can see which documents you have. So you can see this is a dummy offering memorandum. And you can also enable the sign feature that is inbuilt by Zoniqx, where the sign is stored on the blockchain through a hash key. So it tracks the actual signature of the investor, and it helps the issuer also to see which document was signed and when it was signed. And it is also stored on the blockchain. Now we go to the next step, where we have the status. The status can be draft or upcoming. If the deal has to be just shown on the marketplace with an upcoming pre-sale kind of a feature, you can just define the custom title there, also by selecting upcoming and putting up a date. So we'll put this in draft, and we'll go to the next step as we want to just list this deal right now. Then we have the visibility status of the particular deal, where if you select public, it will be visible for all. By selecting private, you can create groups and select groups in a private deal. So you can allow only high net worth individuals to see that deal. Marketplace is something that when the investor has to sign into the platform, then only they will be able to see the deal. So we will select public for now. Now we go to the next step. In the next step, you have the payment settings where you can select USDC and the FIAT. So FIAT will be the ACS transfers, where you define the type of payment you want to receive and in which bank account. So you create the method in the issuer settings. I will show you in the settings. Now we go to the next step, where we have the express interest feature. This allows the issuer to know what amount of interest the investors are showing on a deal. So if you want to enable this feature before even listing the deal, you can enable this. And also, you have the Allow Deposits feature, where you can allow the deposits which are stored in an escrow account by the investor that are invested in a deal. Once you list the deal, the number of USDCs or tokens are placed to that particular investor automatically. You go to the next step. The next step is selecting the investor type, where we start the compliance setup. This is our Completo engine built by Zoniqx. You can select the entity, individual entity, and both. We will select both for this particular deal, which is the next step where you do the regulation setup. This is the most important part of the deal, where you select the jurisdiction. We will select US in US. You will have Regulation D. Regulation D has two subtypes, that is 506B and 506C. So for 506BE, these are the regulation rules. You can dynamically change the hold period and hold period units. And this will also be dynamically handled by our smart contracts built by Zoniqx. So that is 506B. Same with 506C. You can change that, and you can go ahead and select. International investors can also do investments on this particular deal. You can allow investors, and that will be coming under Regulation S, where you blacklist or whitelist countries according to your requirement. Now you click on Save. Once you save, you go ahead and click Next. You'll see and review the jurisdiction and the regulation setup that you have done, in this case 506C. Then you have the Regulation SEA, and then you go ahead and click Publish Deal. So once you click Publish Deal, it will automatically publish the deal, and then you'll go and create the token details. This is the Token Studio setup, where you select the chain. We will select Polygon Testnet for now. We will name this as US Treasury Bond Series A, and we will put the token symbol as USBT1. We'll select the supply as around 2 million. You can put the token description as well, and you can add a token image. We're not adding it for now. You can go ahead to the next step, where you publish the token contract on the blockchain. This is the first step, where the deal goes on the blockchain. Here you will select Confirm. It will publish the token contract on the blockchain. So the token contract has been published on the blockchain. As you can see, the contract address. This is the contract address, and also the transaction hash. You can see the details. So now we'll go ahead and create an offering. You can just select this bar, and out of 2 million, you can select the number of tokens you want to mint for this offering. We will select the price per token as 1. Minimum token purchase size is also 1. We will click on Next, and then we have to deploy this STO contract. I will click on Continue. So we have to deploy the STO contract on the blockchain, and we click on Confirm. Now you activate the STO. You click on Continue. It will go for your transaction. Sign in your MetaMask wallet. There you go. Once this transaction is signed, now you'll have to go and assign the minter role to the STO, and you have to go and sign the transaction in the MetaMask wallet. Once that is done, the STO will be able to automatically mint tokens as per the requirement of the investments. Now, the STO has been activated, and we can go back to the module sections where we have the Token Studio. Token Studio includes every token that is minted on the TPaaS platform. We minted this token as USBT1, where you can see the tokens minted are around 10 million, and the availability is 10.9 million, as the total number is 20 million, and you have only one offering that is activated. Then we have the token actions, where you have the following features: burn, freeze, and freeze transfer, force transfer, grant role. With grant role, you can grant different roles to a particular STO. Then we can go to the payout section, where actual distribution happens, and where you have the distributions to be created. And then we have the investors section, where we have the list of all the investors on the platform. This is directly connected to the CRM, where, if you go to a profile like this one, you can see the investor profile with all the details. He is accredited, he is KYC'd, his last 3 activities, all the investments, and the investment list of that particular investor, and all the graphs related to this particular investment. Now we have the compliance part, where he has actually submitted the accreditation, where you have approved the accreditation document, and then you have the KYC that has been approved, and all the documents related to this particular investor are shown, and which are the signed documents that this particular investor has signed as shown right there. Then we have the communications part, where you communicate to the investor through the email. Here you see the emails and the notes, where you put notes for an investor. And there is also the express interest feature, where you see on which deals this particular investor has shown an interest. Now, if you go back to the module section, you will find the Doc Center. It's a doc room where you upload every document you have on the platform. This is how you would see it. And if you go to the Reports section, you can see all the reports related to the platform, whether transactions are pending, failed, success. And you have other reports related to deals where you can see the whole deals related data. And you see the listing of the deals. If you click on it, you'll go to the particular deal details page, where you can see the investment, deal details, compliance, and other details. Now, if you go to the event logger, where you can see all the events, the audit trails of your platform, where you can see every event logged right there. And there are multiple modules of this particular platform, so we can see all the events logged for every single module. This is users and roles information, where you create users and assign roles to them. You can manage roles. You can add multiple roles to a particular user. You can add permission levels, where you can assign all. You can add multiple permissions to a particular user. We'll go and add permissions to this particular user. You can click on all, so it will be assigned to this particular user. Adding permission, so you see all permissions are allowed for this particular user role. You can also create roles right there. You can create a doc manager role. You can create a QA engineer role, reports manager, investment manager, and you can assign multiple modules to this particular user role, like this. So this is a doc manager. You can see the doc, and CRM has been assigned to him. No other modules will be seen by him. Now you have the notifications section, where you have multiple notifications done on the platform, like the investment notifications, roles, and investment notifications will be shown in the notifications module. Now we have the customization settings, where you can customize the investors and the marketplace, and also the issuer logos. So here you can see the marketplace hero image and the heading and subheading. You can also customize the cards. Different types of cards are available for the marketplace. You can also customize the theme, where you can select multiple colors. If you go to advanced mode, you will be able to select the CSS and add CSS also. Then we have the settings. Settings include the profile settings. You can add multiple addresses. You can add the company. So you can onboard entities also onto the issuer portal. Multiple entities can be added, and those entities can be assigned different roles to create deals and mint tokens. Then you have the accounts, where you link your Plaid account. Once you click on Add Account, it will start the Plaid widget. You can go and connect your Plaid account for payments and stuff. And there is a notification section, where you have email and web notifications, where you can assign and enable user sign-up emails, login emails, and other stuff. Web notifications we are enabling very soon. Verifications include KYC AML accreditation, KYB, where you can select the partner in this particular module, which you want to enable for the issuer. And we have different multiple partners for KYC, like ShiftyPro, Plaid, Verif. And for AML also, we have Plaid, ShiftyPro. Accreditation is done by issuer, or we use accredit.amkyb is also with Plaid and ShiftyPro. Now we have the payment settings, where you have the bank transfers, wallets, manual payments. In manual payments, where I showed you, you can create a method where you click on Create. You name the method, description, and instruction URL, which is basically your bank account details, where you can put them as public so the investors can transfer money to that particular bank account directly. In wallets, you have the default wallet, where you can use the Wallet Connect. You can use MetaMask, Vault, Coinbase, or other wallets. And if you enable DFNS, you can use a DFNS wallet, which is a walletless feature that we have added. So the investor doesn't have to create the wallets. It will be automatically created for him on the behalf of the investor, directly through his email ID. Now we have the fees. We have a default fees, where you can add custom fees to the particular investment process, where you can create custom fees for deals also by deal level. And also, here you can select the role accordingly, where you can have the roles assigned on the RBAC site. So this is the entire TPaaS, Tokenization Platform as a Service, portal, which has been built by Zoniqx. Thank you.